Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Miranda. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Caldwell. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
They're trying to get to it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now, 2nd and 10 from the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Caldwell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come into the end zone? He goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
It gets closer and closer to the end zone right here. You know what's coming as a defense. The offense has to be physical, and they were, and the back knew exactly where he had to get 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural...
And the ball is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to pass it. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
South Carolina, 14. North Carolina, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Back to throw, it's Miranda. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone.
Headed to the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Gamecocks are on the move. Shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown Gamecocks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team?
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a big throw.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Miranda. Buys a little extra time. He chucks one out to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They hope to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for the runs. Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. He's off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Give him 96 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Miranda. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
South Carolina.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. From the gun, once.
Pressure, getting him on the ground, not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove.
Aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Man, this defense takes tons of pride in their pass defense. They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands, too. We've seen them block 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
You know, for quarterbacks, ball security is so important, especially when you're in the pocket. I know you're downfield and you're focusing on what's happening with the coverage, but you got to know these guys up front. They're coming after you, and they're trying to swat that ball away.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, North Carolina! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air, it's Miranda. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Uncorks one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
He's back to throw on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Miranda. Working the middle, it's complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
At some point, enough is enough. This is the guy that's beating me. He's priority number one. We got to go get him. It's getting later in the second half. I got to go out and make some plays and get my offense the ball back.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Running it back, it's Green. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
And the North Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lets it fly. Snags it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He's got it on the right. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, South Carolina 24, North Carolina 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Green. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line.
Will take over. First and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Pocket starts to collapse. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Easy. Slide 22. Slide 22.
Dropping back, it's Miranda. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
brings up
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They feed him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has
Yeah, I got you.
this entire game.
They
No problem.
spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play
You gotta
ball.
be kidding me.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
And it's no good. He missed it. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17-point cushion.
North Carolina.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Didn't find much running room on 1st down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack,